The next performer up here is MariNaomi, who came on tour with us a couple of years ago, reading from her memoir, Kiss and Tell, which is like a diary, a giant diary comic of everyone that she ever kissed in her whole life. It's really great. And she did a diary comic about her time in the band. So please welcome MariNaomi.
Okay, disclaimer, this diary was drawn on a bumpy tour van, so that's why my art looks like crap here. Well, I can draw better than this. Not a lot, but anyway, day 1, book launch day. I woke up all excited singing, "My book's coming out today." Yay, said Sleepy Gary, who's sitting right there with the camera. My whole life I've been waiting for the day I'd see my own book on the shelves of a bookstore. But as morning turned to day, I found myself immobilized with fear and instead surfed the internet for information about the Tokyo tsunami. Finally, I leashed up my pup and took a walk to my favorite bookstore, City Lights. There it was, just sitting there. Maybe I thought that this major life event would erase all the tears I'd been crying for Japan, or at least lift my heart a little, but walking home I just felt numb. Later that evening, I was nervous about meeting my fellow tour mates. "What if we don't get along?" I said. "Why wouldn't you?" said Gary. "You're the same kind, literally." "Literally? How so?" "I meant literarily," said Gary. My tour mates turned out to be great, though, and I relaxed and had a good time. But after dinner, I began to feel nauseous, and by the end of the evening, I was exploding out both ends. Allergic reaction to garlic. I almost made Gary take me to the hospital, but instead I passed out. Oh well, the show must go on. Day 2. Nellie from the Chronicle came over at 9 in the morning with more interview questions and baked goods. "I brought you a chocolate croissant," she said. I'm having a hard time keeping even water down today, so it's still sitting there in my living room, looking delicious. Later, Gary picked me up and drove me to Mills College, the first stop on the tour. "How does it feel to be the manliest person in the room?" I asked him. The guys hadn't gotten there yet or were in the other rooms. "So weird," he said. Everyone knew about my garlic incident, and those who didn't soon found out. Michelle put me on first, just in case I didn't make it. "I think I did okay, but everyone else was amazing," Allie said. "This is a poem I wrote this morning about a faggot dinosaur," and I thought, I am so outclassed. When we got home, the chocolate croissant was ruined by very bad cats. Day 3, I woke up with a sore throat. I won't say what else can go wrong, because now I know that's a bottomless pit. It got better throughout the day, though. Thank goodness. I was writing this at the time. Anyway, I got to ride in the Sister Spit van today. Thanks to my anti-motion sickness patch that I placed behind my ear, I didn't get car sick. Everyone was so friendly and funny and beautiful and smart. I felt like I was tagging along with the cool kids. Our show took place at a gallery in San Jose. My 4 friends made up almost half the audience, which was fine by me. It made me less anxious. After the show, Blake Nelson's sister said to me, "I bought your book for a 15-year-old boy." "Are you sure that's a good idea?" I said. My friend just told me she won't be showing it to her 18-year-old daughter. There's more than kissing in my book, by the way. Day 4. I woke up and my throat was still sore. That didn't prevent me and Gary from acting like newlyweds, however. Our third reading was at the Rock, Paper, Scissors Gallery in Oakland. There were a ton of people there. My friend Lisa came again. When we said goodbye, I got sad. I'm going to miss her. I said, "Where are you getting drinks after?" And she said, "Don't you have to be in a van in 8 hours?" Day 5. We drove to Los Angeles in the van today. We made a stop at the weirdest, saddest petting zoo ever. "Where are all the animals?" Allie Liebegot said. We did find a goat, a sheepish sheep, some llamas, and a pony. The sheep totally freaked out. I also spotted a bunny, but I think it was wild. After checking into our rooms at the Hampton Inn, a few people went thrifting at the nearby Goodwill. Blake Nelson and I took advantage of the hot tub situation. Some guy was already there, apparently hungover. My LA friends came to our show at the Echo. The place was packed. I waited patiently until after my performance to use my drink ticket. One of our special guests was an actress from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's also a writer. After the show, she said, "I bought a copy of your book. Will you sign it?" "Of course," I said. And that's when I said something incredibly stupid. I said, "Your name's spelled T-A-R-A, right?" And she said, "Actually, my name is Amber." Tara was her character's name from the show. I really shouldn't be allowed to talk with human beings. I am such a fucking dork. Day 6. We went driving in the driving rain, headed for Sacramento. Kirk Reed had let out a morbid fart earlier, so each nasty scent that reached our noses was suspect. Was that you, Kirk? I asked. No, it's cows, he said. At one point at a rest stop, a few of us did some gossiping. It's a good thing Yoni's not here recording this conversation, said Allie. That's when I noticed Yoni's recorder counting down the seconds. The weather was unbelievably bad, yet people still showed up, including 2 gals I'd been close to in junior high, and also Gary. A really nice gal named Sandy brought us all dinner. She was so nice. Everyone there was so nice, in fact. Maybe it was the beans, but something disagreed with me. I snuck backstage to pass gas. Hi, said a lady who worked there. Do you need anything? No, I just came back here to fart, I said. Oh, she said. I'll leave you alone then. When I shared this story with my tour mates, Kirk Reed said, so the tables have turned. I have what has turned into a nasty-sounding case of laryngitis, so I started my set saying, for the record, I don't always sound like a Muppet. Driving home with Gary, there was so much I wanted to share with him, but my throat hurt too much, so I just held his hand and did my best not to drift off. Thank you.